Hey, yo, what's good, gaming players? It's your boy, Desmond Sharpman, aka Sharp Plays, back out here on this Madden 26 franchise mode, and we are back with some more Madden action. Are you guys ready for week number 5's 1 o'clock schedule games? Because you already know I am definitely prepared for it. Remember, we have ourselves a 6-game 1 o'clock schedule. Saints, Eagles, Jets, Colts, Ravens, and Panthers, all with home games. Now, the Giants are the only winless team in the 1 o'clock schedule, and the Jets are the only unbeaten team in the 1 o'clock schedule. You got 3 1-3 teams, you got 4 2-2 teams, and you got 2 3-1 teams. So something looks to give in the 1 o'clock schedule. Now, if you haven't seen the previous 2 games here in week number 5, be sure to go check those games out. You do not want to miss out on anything else here in the 5th week of the regular season. Now, if most of you are new to this Madden series, welcome aboard. Be sure to go check out the previous 4 weeks to get all the way caught up on the rest of the series as we continue on. Because let me tell you that this is one of the most intense series we've ever done on the channel. So many crazy things have happened throughout. We've seen some come from behind wins, games come down to the final second. It's been amazing. So we kick off this 1 o'clock schedule for week 5 in the Superdome, where the Saints host the Giants. Jackson Dart will have a fully NFL start for the G-Men. If you guys don't remember, he scored 2 touchdowns in their last game where they ended up losing. But the Giants are sitting at an 0-4 record, trying to get their first win of the season. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they come in 2-2, coming off a loss their last time out. But the main question is, can they be able to avoid going down early? Because that's what they've been dealing with their 4 consecutive games straight. They've been dealing with the fact that they allow a team to score on their opening drive, then they struggle early, and then they have to fight their way back into the game. Let's see what happens this go around. So let's head down to the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans as we get set to kick off this 1 o'clock schedule for week number 5. Let's go.
Sideline, Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His guys still looking for that first win, 0-4 to start the year. Across from him, Saints head coach Kellen Moore. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here.
These fans in New Orleans are pumped up. So we will see the Giants with the football first. Jackson Dart with an amazing impression in his last game. Even though he stepped in as a backup, he has his official first NFL full start as a New York Giant. What will he do? Let's all find out as Reed kicks it off. Here we go from the Superdome. As the first drive for the G-Men will start at the 20. So here comes the rookie, Jackson Dart, ready to go.
Their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
First down, they're going to run it. Up the middle goes Scatterboo. Cam Scatterboo gains 12 on the first play. First down, G-Men.
And that's how we get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
A play fake, and now it's
Play action fake, and Dart is unable to connect there. That one's incomplete.
Look at the Saints defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
Second and 10. They give it back to Scatterboo. But he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And instead, now here comes a third down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's Dart.
Dart looks to throw on third down. Down he goes. It's a sack. Lucas Gray gets there for the sack of the young rookie quarterback. And the Giants, they're going to punt.
Much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance.
So now here is Gillen to punt for the Giants. And Christopher Butler's not going to return this one. This one will go into the end zone. It's a touchback. So now here comes the Saints. They're ready to go.
For their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL. Their third-year quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
First down, first play. They handed to Justice, and the ball's on the ground. It's recovered by the Giants. Dexter Lawrence comes up with the recovery. DJ Jones delivered the big-time hit.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right?
Are you serious? An immediate turnover for the Saints.
You're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
So now Jackson Dart and company will take over after the takeaway.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down, they're going to give it to Cam Scatterboo, who breaks a tackle, and he's going to be down at the 6. But a penalty flag is thrown, and this one's going to go on the Giants. Malik Neighbors gets called for that.
Time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
First and 9.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Back to Scatterboo. And he takes it up to the 15. A gain of 2.
I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 2nd and 8. Throwing his Dart.
Dart over the middle. He connects with C.J. Miller for a gain of about 6 that time. Now it sets up third down.
And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go now. 19.
Throwing, Dart.
3rd and 2.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
Dart lobs it up. Oh, and Griffin almost had the reception, but he dropped it. 4th down now for the Giants.
Brian Dable, with his background on offense, he's got a call ready, and they are going to go for it on 4th down.
So the Giants are going for it.
They'll go.
They're going for it on 4th down. Dart over the middle. It's incomplete. He tried to go to DeMarcus Crowder, and the Giants, they turn it over on downs. So the Saints, they avoid giving up points. So they will take over.
It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
So now the Saints are looking to rebound after the fumble on the opening drive. They're going to hand it to Justice, who's going to redeem himself from the fumble. Justice is going to take it all the way. Touchdown, New Orleans. 90 yards.
Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run.
Extra point here by Blake Grupe. He splits the uprights, and the Saints take a 7-0 lead. A 90-yard run by Justice to the house, redeeming himself from the fumble on the opening drive. So now here is Reed to kick it off for New Orleans.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
So now here comes Tracy Jr. bringing this one up to the 24-yard line. So back out comes the Giants.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Looking to put a drive together.
First down. Here's a give. Cam Scatterboo. And look at all the room he's got to the 43-yard line as he's tackled.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Not sure what happened there defensively, but you could just see 2 Saints defenders were chasing after one receiver when the football is clearly handed to the halfback, and that doesn't make any sense.
Past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And once again,
First down, and here's another run by Scatterboo. A gain of about 2 to the 45. Play action fake. Dart feels it. It's incomplete though. So 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Dart from the gun on 3rd down.
Dart lobs it up, looking for Miller, and it's knocked down. Incomplete. So 4th down for the Giants.
of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to
So
punt.
Jamie Gillen will punt for the Giants. Back to receivers Christopher Butler. But this one will go into the back of the end zone. It will be a touchback. So out comes the Saints.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First down. Crawford's going to throw over the middle. Here's Chris Olave. Breaking tackles up the middle. He's past the 30. But a penalty flag is thrown. This one's coming back. So the Saints get called for holding.
On the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
1st and 20. Here's a throw. Incomplete. But a penalty flag is thrown. A defensive pass interference.
So that penalty will back them up half the distance to the goal line. After the penalty,
But there was barely any yards added to the play. So it's 1st and 10 from the 9.
Looking to throw. Crawford.
Crawford looking, and Crawford is sacked in the end zone. A safety.
That'll be a safety. And the blitz was on there, able to get in the backfield from the linebacker spot and get him 2 points.
Brandon, we know a defensive coordinator right now who's looking for a raise. He had that dialed in perfectly, didn't he? The perfect blitz at the perfect time.
So the Saints are going to give the ball up after the safety. That is not a good sign.
Kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
And here comes Tracy Jr. And he takes this to the 34-yard line.
Now as they get ready to take over here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Dart looking around, and he's going to get rid of it.
Offensively, might be thinking what's going on here. 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around. Not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get it back in form.
Looking to throw, Dart. Now he's going to step up.
Dart on the move. He overthrew it. Intended for C.J. Miller. But now it's 3rd down.
They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw is Dart.
Dart, 3rd down throw. This one's caught. Ryan Griffin with the catch. And he's taken down to the 48. 1st down for the Giants.
Many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass string in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they
Dart looking to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Miller. Touchdown Giants. What a throw by the rookie.
Touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Jackson Dart. How about him? His 3rd passing touchdown already. And let's be honest, he just came in to this series. And he's just throwing. He is literally letting the league know that he has arrived. And Dart, oh! DeMarcus Crowder had a wide open 2-point conversion but it was off his fingertips.
Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So the Giants, they're still in the lead, but they're only up by a point at 8-7. Man, oh man.
Following the touchdown here to kick it away.
So Gano kicks it off. Here comes Shaheed. Breaks one tackle, and he's down at the 22-yard line. So the Saints, they take over.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And things have changed since the last time they had it. The safety
Crawford throws a bullet over the middle. It's dropped by Taysom Hill, the one he was looking for. 2nd and 10.
A little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
2nd and 10. Here's Justice on the handoff for a gain of possibly a yard, but that ends the first quarter. The Giants 8 and the Saints 7. 1 point differential heading towards the second.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
All right, second quarter set to get underway from the Superdome.
They'll come to the line
The
here,
Saints have it. They've got a 3rd and 9 looming.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Crawford on the move, and he's got his man, Christopher Butler. And he's brought down to the 42, enough for a 1st down, New Orleans.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage.
1st down, up the middle goes Justice for a gain of 8. See now the Saints are starting to use that run game a bit more. Because in the last game, Justice only had like 50-some yards. But now he's at 98 for the game. For the first half, actually.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
Crawford over the middle, got his man. Taysom Hill over the middle. And he's down to the Giants 38. Another 1st for New Orleans.
And that's a pretty unacceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Another 1st down at the 38. Crawford lobs this one up, and that one's incomplete. Intended for Taysom Hill. 2nd down.
Trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something.
2nd down. Here's a run up the middle by Justice for a gain of about 6. And that just put him over the 100-yard mark for the afternoon. So 3rd and 4.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw.
Crawford with the pressure in his face, and he overthrew it. He overthrew the pass intended for Christopher Butler. 4th down.
As he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield.
So now here's Blake Grupe on for the field goal attempt. This is a 49-yarder to give the Saints the lead And he splits it. And the Saints, they take a 2-point lead. It's now 10-8.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down the defense.
So now here is Reed to kick this one off. And now here comes Tracy Jr. And he takes this up to the 22-yard line. So now here comes the Giants offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First play, here is Scatterboo. And he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage with an immediate flag on the field. And this one's going to go against the Giants, so it's coming back.
So the penalty there for a block in the back.
And that's when you normally see a blocker put his hands up right away to say, no, I didn't do it. But this time, yes, you did.
Working out of the gun is Dart.
Dart looks over the middle and it's incomplete. Intended for Cam Scatterboo. Second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And here's Dart looking to throw here, and down he goes. He's going to go down. And it's Josh Williams-Goss who gets him for the sack. So now here comes third down.
Field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line. And after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Third down. Here comes Scatterboo. And he's able to get out of dodge. But just a 2-yard pickup.
Specifically linebackers keeping their eyes in the right spot.
So now Gillen will punt.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of
and back to receive is Christopher Butler. And no return there. This one will be down at the 15. And here comes New Orleans.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
First down. Here's a handoff. Justice Gaines. He doesn't get any yards there. So we reached the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Bronco 80.
In motion is Taysom Hill.
Operating from the gun.
Crawford sensing the pressure. Crawford's going to keep it himself. There goes Crawford. And he's down at the 41, but he's got a Saints first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
On first down, he'll drop to 3.
Another throw by Crawford. Too high, intended for Brandon Cooks. Second down.
This is when defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Justice. And he's going to get blown up, losing yardage to the 38.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in
A
their
loss of
backfield
3
in the first
on that
half.
handoff. 3rd down.
With a big tackle for a loss.
3rd down at 13.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun, Crawford.
Crawford on the move. He's got Butler. And there goes Butler inside the 30. And he's taken down to the 22-yard line.
Big time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards.
A 40-yard gain that time.
The toughest parts about being a defensive back, when a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver.
Here's another run by Justice.
And adhere yourself to it.
Picks up a gain of 3.
The receiver so long, if the play continues to develop, he knows where he's going. You do not.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready.
2nd and 7. Here's a throw outside. Taysom Hill has it.
And just 3 yards.
And he's going to be tackled at the 15.
And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And that was 3rd
Go
down.
ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
3rd and 4.
Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll try and do this himself.
Crawford over the middle, too low for Brandon Cooks. It's incomplete.
Pass coverage.
So 4th down.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like
So
that,
Blake Groupie on for the field goal.
that was just incomplete.
And Groupie splits the uprights.
And it's now
So the Saints extend their lead to 13 to 8.
points in this one possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So this one is sent away. Here comes Tracy Jr. And he'll take this up to the 27-yard line. So out comes the Giants.
This first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Dart looks to throw. This one's complete to Marcus Crowder. But a penalty flag is thrown, so this one is coming back. This one's going to go against the Giants.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Here's Dart.
Dart looking to throw. Deep ball. Looking for a big one. Incomplete.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Dart.
Dart looking to throw again. Looking for another deep ball. And he's got his man downfield. Ryan Griffin with a big time catch to the 26-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Dart. Looks to throw here, and this one's intercepted. Picked off by the Saints. Julian Blackman has it, and Blackman is going to be taken down with a flag down, and this might just close out the half. And it will. 13 to 8. The Saints. A big sigh of relief.
Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And also, with that interception by Jackson Dart, that's his first one of his career. But the touchdown ratio is pretty good. He's got 3 touchdown passes, even though he has the 1 interception. But those are the stats right now throughout his career already. So we're set for the second half.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead.
The Saints, they have a 5-point lead. 13-8 as they take over from the 20. So here comes the offense.
So here are the Saints to take over. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
First down, they're going to give to Justice. And look at the speed. There goes Justice across midfield. And he is down at the 36-yard line. What a play.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Play action fake. Crawford. Oh, nice throw to Taysom Hill with the defender there. But Hill holds on to it. Another look at that. With the defender having his back turned to the football. And that's usually never a good sign for a defender.
Come on. Set. Liking 18.
In motion is the tight end.
They go play action here on first.
Another play fake. Crawford to the end zone. He's got Butler. But a penalty flag is down. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but this one is more than likely coming back as a penalty was thrown on the field. So take the touchdown away.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
First and goal from the 19. Here's Justice. Picks up a gain of 2 to the 17.
Second and goal. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
Crawford looking, and he's going to be brought down. With the pressure brought up the middle. A loss of 9. So third and goal.
Back to throw. Crawford.
Crawford looking, got his man. It's Hill, and Hill's into the end zone. A penalty flag was thrown as well.
So let's see what this is about.
Let's see who this one's on. And this one's going to go against the Giants. So count the touchdown to Taysom Hill.
The penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Groupie for the extra point.
So now Groupie for the extra point. Extra point is up and good. So now the Saints lead 20-8 over the Giants.
And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
Now here is Reed to kick this one off.
Saints kick team booms it away.
And now here comes Tracy Jr. And he'll take this one right about the 22-yard line. So out comes the Giants.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive.
Dart hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. He tried to go to Ryan Griffin, but too much pressure was in his face there.
What I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
2nd and 10. Here comes Scatterboo. Breaks one tackle, and there goes Scatterboo. Cam Scatterboo off to the races. And he's taken down to the 26. How about that one? The Giants have been waiting to get that ground game going. And Cam Scatterboo. How about that?
Now, you know it's just a matter of time. We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. To throw now, Dart.
Dart looks to pass.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's going to throw this one out of bounds.
Option here, but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another
Play action fake, and Dart connects with Malik Neighbors. And he's going to be down at the 16. Another 1st down for the Giants.
Pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st down, here's a toss to Scatterboo. Right side. Breaks another tackle. But he's unable to push forward. He loses a yard.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
2nd and 11. Back to Scatterboo. And he is down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 8.
Defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
3rd and 2. Here comes Scatterboo, and he's into the end zone for a Giant touchdown.
Cam Scatterboo with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
So welcome to the NFL, Cam Scatterboo. He gets his first rushing touchdown in the National Football League. Extra point here by Gano. And he nails it. So it's back now to a 5-point game. Saints 20, Giants 15. Game's starting to get very interesting. So here's Graham Gano to kick this one off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes Shaheed returning this one to right about the 23-yard line.
despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Looking to put a drive together.
Saints ready for their next drive.
They'll start this
Here's a run. Justice has it.
take this ahead for running
A gain of about 3 to the 26.
second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 7. Back to the ground game. Justice has it. Picks up 5 that time.
Calling a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here we go. Back Warriors. 70 left.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Crawford on the move. Oh, can't connect. Brandon Cooks, the intended receiver.
The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here
So now
comes
the Saints are going to punt.
now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss.
And
last
this
week
one's
as he
sent
sends it
away. And this one will not be returned. It will be a touchback.
Running back as he trots on
And
the
look
field.
at Cam Scatterboo. Look at how a switch of the depth chart turned around for the Giants.
Pile up yardage and find the end zone. That's the
Think of it.
combination you want in your
Jackson Dart, he's played a great game. Yes, he's got 1 touchdown and an interception.
Put a drive together.
But so far throughout his career already, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick through 2 of the games that he's been in. That has been impressive. And the running game has definitely improved for the Giants.
They'll start on the ground.
Here comes Scatterboo on 1st down. Picks up a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense can go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the
And they're going to let this one go to the end of the 3rd quarter.
feel good about yourself.
It is a 5-point game here in the Superdome. Giants searching for their first W. The Saints looking for win number 3. Something's gonna give in the 4th and final quarter.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Alright, 4th quarter set to get started.
2nd and 6 now from the
The Giants, they have it. They trail by 5. They've made it interesting. Now they're looking to retake the lead here.
A few times here today. This
As Scatterboo gets tackled at the 24. Not much there.
So they're left with a 3rd down and 6. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them.
Dart looking to throw, and wide open over the middle is Malik Neighbors, who is down at the 43-yard line. 1st down, New York. You guys, you gotta be impressed by Jackson Dart. I mean, he came in the previous game for the Giants, and he just turned up the heat. And now today against the Saints, he's doing the same thing like he did last time.
Who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to the ground game. Here comes Cam Scatterboo. And he's taken down to the 41 of the Saints.
124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First down, another run by Scatterboo. With a penalty marker down as Scatterboo is across inside the 30. But a penalty flag is down though. This one is coming back. It's against New York.
So nice run there, but negated by the illegal block in the back.
Yeah, and on that type of a play as a receiver, you just want to kind of hold your guy up on the outside, do a little stalk blocking with him. But this time, got a little too aggressive, and out came the flag.
To the air, Dart.
Dart looking around, and Dart is going to be sacked. And it's Cameron Jordan getting in there for the sack. And it brings up second down.
Loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing his Dart.
Dart feels the blitz. Oh, nice throw to Crowder. And Crowder's inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 34.
34 yards.
Defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Zone read.
And now here comes Scatterboo up the middle, and Scatterboo does it again. He's down to the 4-yard line. How about the Giants? This is really impressive.
Running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
This is just incredible what we've seen of the New York Giants. Like, who would have thought that they would play this well with Jackson Dart at quarterback?
Touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
First and goal. Here's Scatterboo. And he's tackled at the 2. So second and goal.
Dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Man, oh man. And now we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
The Giants are right there.
Ball here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. Second down, goal to go. Dart going to look to throw here.
Dart with a penalty marker down. Here's Griffin. But a flag is thrown, and this one might be coming back.
To be in the area where someone was held. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not.
Now Jackson Dart's only been sacked 3 times, but he's keeping his team in the game. Dart throws here. This one's caught by Crowder, and now another flag's thrown.
There's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
And the roughing the passer on New Orleans.
Some mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
Let's face it, they're hoping.
Are you serious? The worst time to get called for that in this stage of the game.
And try and rise up and overcome it.
Dart looking on the move. Got his man, Miller, for the Giant touchdown as they take the lead.
Play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Jackson Dart. How about that man?
This young rookie able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it. The fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
So here's the 2-point conversion. Here comes Cam Scatterboo, but he is stopped. The Saints get the stop on the 2-point conversion. So they're only down by a point. So Graham Gano will kick this one off. And Shaheed will not return this one. It will be a touchback. So out comes the Saints.
Down by 1. A minute 47 on the clock. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot.
Let's see how things turn out. The Saints, they were potentially favorites coming into this game, with the Giants being winless, but they are on the verge of getting upsetted here at home. They need to come up clutch. Here's Butler with the catch over the middle. And he's down at the 29. And there goes the timeout used by New Orleans.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Ready.
2nd and 1, and Justice with nowhere to run.
The Giants going to go ahead and use
They stopped him.
timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd down at 5.
So the Saints tried to run it on 2nd and short, but it did not work. And now Crawford's going to find Chris Olave with the catch.
And they get him down, but not
Now a late flag is thrown as he was running. And this one's coming back. Holding on the Saints.
backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
A big play looming. On
3rd and 5. A big play for both sides. Someone's going to come up big.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and do this himself.
Crawford's going to use his legs,
He's brought down short.
but he's going to be stopped at the 28. He did not get there.
He's hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there.
So the
He does
Saints
get
are going to
the
go
first
for
down,
it.
But he does turn a possible loss into positive.
And
yards.
Crawford's going to find Butler over the middle.
He's got a man complete.
Butler's got it to the 38-yard line. And the Saints, they move the chains.
A minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
He'll look to throw.
Crawford over the middle, got Butler again.
To Butler.
And there goes a second timeout used by New Orleans.
As he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 1.
And a yard. He's back to throw.
Crawford throwing again. Here's Chris Olave. The catch is made. And he's down at the 45.
3 timeouts. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The Saints are inching closer.
Timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Crawford throwing again. Here's Olave. Chris Olave inside the 20. And down to the 14-yard line. A big-time play for the Saints.
Here's 1st down.
And they're going to hustle to the line of scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Oh my goodness. What clutchness
And
by the
it's
Saints.
16 seconds remaining. Another try from the 14 on 2nd and 10.
Ready. Ready.
2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go.
Up the middle goes Justice. To the 7-yard line as he's tackled.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their 5
So the Saints are going to go for the field goal.
seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot
So Blake Groupie.
2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And we've got a timeout.
A timeout called by the G-Men. The Saints can take the lead with this field goal.
Is their kicker, and it's down to this. From the right hash, this for the win.
Groupie for the lead. And he splits the uprights. And the New Orleans Saints move out in front. DeAndre Crawford does it again. The man has been clutch since his trade over to the Saints. Unbelievable. I have never seen a quarterback this clutch before. Oh my goodness. So this is it. It all comes down to this play.
Looking to throw Dart.
Dart lets it go. Zeros on the clock. And it's incomplete. And the New Orleans Saints find a way to win to push their record above 500. And a tough loss for the Giants. Nice performance, though, by Jackson Dart. The Giants remain winless. But what a game. DeAndre Crawford, clutch again.
They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for New Orleans, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the calendar changed. October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Look, honestly, I could say that was a good game, but I'm pretty sure DeAndre Crawford has tons of respect for Jackson Dart and the way that he played. Yes, Jackson Dart did get sacked 3 times. Yes, Jackson Dart threw an interception. But he threw 2 touchdown passes. He was throwing dots all over the football field, and it just seems to me, and it just questions us. Where was that effort since when the series first started? I have no idea. I mean, look at the run game. Who would have thought that once the Giants changed their depth chart, not only starting Jackson Dart, but putting Cam Skattebo as their starting running back, Cam Skattebo just went crazy. 140 yards rushing. When have we ever seen that out of the Giants? It seems like their entire team has definitely flipped the script after switching quarterbacks. And today, they definitely showed that despite losing in the final seconds. But what a finish, though. So the Saints improved their record to 3-2 on the season. And by the looks of it, in their division, they are inching closer to the Falcons. They're still in second, though. But they're just hoping for some sort of Falcons defeat so they can make that division much more interesting. But unfortunately for the Giants, they remain one of those winless teams in the NFL at 0-5. But let's just say they played a good game despite losing. And they're gonna have an opportunity to end this drought in their next contest at home against the reigning champion Philadelphia Eagles, who play in the next episode. If you guys did not know, if you guys are ready for some more Madden action, go ahead and drop a like on this episode if you enjoyed, and that will also tell me that you guys are enjoying the series, and I'll definitely keep posting more. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel so you do not miss out on another series that I post on the channel or this series specifically. And until next time, players, it's your boy Desmond Sharp, aka Sharp Plays. We will see you guys in the very next game. The 1 o'clock schedule hour continues. The second game will be at the home of the reigning champion Eagles at 3-1, hosting Bo Nix and the Broncos.